OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., cut from the Browns after his dad released a video of all the times OBJ was open and Baker did not throw him the ball. So you can imagine that probably, caused a lot of, weight room or locker room drama. I'm sure it did. But you know what? One thing is, everybody's saying like Odell Beckham knew he was going to release the video, and I don't know if he did or not. But how can you assume that Odell Beckham knew his dad was going to release that video? Do you think he actually asked his dad for permission to post something? Because I know, when I was watching my little brothers play football, if I had some videos of all the times that they called it things, I might have released a video about the coaches. I wouldn't, and if I did, I would not have asked my brothers for permission. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I would have, but you can't assume Odell Beckham was in on it. I don't think, but maybe he was. I don't know. But I mean, I don't love the decision. I really don't. I mean, what does it do? It just puts us down another receiver. Some of our receivers are hurt. I mean, I don't think it's Odell's fault that Baker can't throw him the ball properly. I mean, he can't catch something that's not thrown at him. So I mean,
yeah, he does drop it sometimes, but
a little bit. But I mean, his route run, he's always open. His route running is ridiculous, and he never gets the ball thrown to him, which I mean is crazy. But even at that point, if we're gonna release him, can we trade the man? Can we at least get a draft pick or something for OBJ? I mean, we're just cutting him and releasing him to the wayside. Some people say they should have released Baker, or traded Baker and kept OBJ. So, I mean, that's a thing. So, I don't know. I don't love the move. But now that OBJ is gone, I would love to see him in a Jaguars jersey. I'm not going to lie. With Trevor Lawrence there, they don't have many weapons at the receiver. And he could actually, I would love to see him in a Jacksonville jersey. So, maybe that's a prediction. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you there. And I mean, I'd like to see him in a Bucs jersey. I'd love to see OBJ go to ridiculous. Tampa Bay and go win a Super Bowl after just being released from the terrible Browns. I'm a huge Browns fan, and I want to let you know. And that's why, to me, it's such a travesty. Okay? First off, it shouldn't take Odell Beckham's dad to look at tape and realize that an open Odell Beckham is never getting the ball. Isn't that our coaching staff and our film study staff and everybody else in our organization's job to look at the film and say, hey, Baker, Odell's open a good amount of the time. Why are you not throwing it to him? Right?
Throw OBJ the ball.
So to me, this highlights our problems. Our problems have been management since day one. We don't know how to draft.
Yeah, we draft for years.
Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen, over Lamar Jackson, I want to say Deshaun Watson. I believe we could have got Patty Mahomes as well, and we skipped over all of these players in a draft, and here we are with Baker Mayfield. And what blows me up about Browns fans
he was a Heisman,
like, oh, be a Browns fan. If you're a Browns fan and you want to keep Baker, to me, what kind of Browns fan are you? Are you a Browns fan that never wants to win a Super Bowl? Are you a Browns fan that wants to be bottom tier team year in and year out? Like, how is that being a Browns fan?
Bottom tier? How not bottom tier?
What do you mean? The Browns are last in their division right now. We might not even make the playoffs.
Well,
he's 29th in the league in touchdowns.
Yeah,
he's not good, and he never has been. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Matt Stafford. He's not an elite quarterback that's going to get you a Super Bowl. So let's get rid of Baker. I don't really care that we got rid of OBJ, but this is the problem. Cleveland is acting like OBJ was the problem. He's not. OBJ was not the problem, okay?
No, he wasn't.
And it's interesting to look into the OBJ Baker story because it makes me even more convinced that Baker's not the guy. You want to know the reason Baker doesn't throw him the ball?
Because he can't throw the ball?
No. Well, yeah, that too. But OBJ likes to break his routes. He runs random routes, like if he's on a post and it's not open or something, he'll break his routes and get to the open spots on the field. And that's why he's open all the time, because he's not stuck on a route. Okay? Baker he can only throw it to someone running the route of the play. So he can't read when Odell is going to break into a new route. He can't read the defense well enough to know what Odell is doing, and that's why he doesn't throw him the ball, because he gets confused at what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe agree with that, because I feel like you might be able to see somewhat of the confusion in his play.
Yeah,
because I mean, with the ball sailing high, the scrambles, he always seems a little flustered or something of the sort.
Yeah, and what
so
I'm saying with that is, if you're an NFL quarterback, then you have to be able to read your receivers like that. You have to be able to be on the same page as your receivers. And if you can't read a defense well enough to know what your elite receiver is going to do or which way he's going to break, I mean, look at Peyton Manning. He used to run the offense from the offensive line.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning would be on the same page as his receivers. So,
I mean,
to me, Baker's the problem, not OBJ.
I mean, let's be realistic, though. There's not going to be many quarterbacks out there that do what Peyton Manning does.
Well,
so,
I get that, but I'm just saying we need to.
We can't
get stuck on a shitbag quarterback.
I'm not saying that Baker is the answer, and I almost think that like it almost would have been smarter to keep OBJ, because everybody has this low stock option of OBJ now, because he hasn't got the ball thrown to him forever, but he can still catch. You almost should have traded Baker to somewhere, because he has somewhat of trade power, trade stock.
Trade them both.
Maybe trade them both, and actually, I don't know, get
trade
somebody
them both for a good QB.
But if you continue, and the Browns always do this, they continue to play with their players, and then if they get worse, which the trend seems to be there that they continue to get worse, their trade value just plummets.
Right.
And then you can't trade them. You can get Uncrustable for them, and that's about it. So,
not even like a cold, like frozen Uncrustable.
Yeah,
too, like the good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a real hard one with the stale bread Uncrustable.
Yeah, you're getting the moldy, hard Uncrustable with that for sure. All right, so now that I think we're on agreement with the OBJ and Baker thing.
Yeah,
honestly.
Baker's the problem. I think we trade them both. Get a new
I still
quarterback.
think we could make it with Baker.
Let's
though,
take
if
a
he
look.
gets
Look
his
at the
head
Rams.
out of his ass. If he gets his head out of his ass, we can do something.
I'm just saying. Look at the Rams. Let's take a page out of their book. Goff, Super Bowl quarterback, wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
They didn't continue to waste their time on him. They realized, hey, we have a Super Bowl roster. We don't have a Super Bowl quarterback. Let's bring in a Super Bowl quarterback. So they brought in Stafford.
Well,
that's what needs to happen here in Cleveland.
He's elite.
We need to realize we don't have a Super Bowl quarterback and get rid of him before he is worth nothing, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And then it's a waste of another first-round pick.
Well, we'll see what happens.